What's up? I'm Skratch Bassett and welcome to Skratch School. Today we're going to talk about one of the coolest looking scratches, one of the flyest things you can do on the crossfader, and that is the crab scratch. Now that's a scratch where you take your fingers and turn the crossfader on with them, creating 3, 4, 2 sounds. However many fingers you got, I don't know, you might have 5 or 6, but I typically do 3. But let's dig deeper. Let's figure out what's going on with the crab scratch. First, let's grab a sound. Once we have a sound selected, let's get to the start of the sound and prepare ourselves to crab. Put your thumb against the crossfader in the off position, giving it a little bit of resistance, ready for the 3 fingers to tap the fader onward. Once you're ready, let the sound go on the record and tap the 3 fingers on. Stop the record. Turn the fader off. Get ready to do it again on the way back. Here we go. And again. And again. You can space out your fingers a little bit and make the sound a little bit slower. Watch this. The speed of your fingers will be determined by the speed of the crab that you're doing. Again, you can do 3-finger crab scratches. You can also do 4-finger or a 2-finger crab scratch, just like this. Or 4. I find the 4 a little hard to do. I don't know if my pinky's short or something, but I typically stick with the 3 or the 2-finger crab scratch. Now, the important part of the crab scratch is to remember that your thumb provides resistance. Most people the fingers get all the love, but the thumb is really providing the resistance that makes the crab scratch great. And just like I did in the transform scratch tutorial, I like to find a long continuous sound, such as the noise map on a Serato record. Let's try this out. Now, get ready to crab as long as you can possibly stand hearing crabs, or as long as your wrist and fingers can take it. Here we go. I find that by doing this, you're going to find a good balance between the resistance of your thumb and how hard you're supposed to tap with your fingers. Do it as long as you can, and you will begin to hear and feel that the sweet spot. How hard it is that you're pressing with your thumb and how hard you're pressing on with your fingers. You want to make sure that they're not both pinching really hard. You want to keep it pretty comfortable, because the more your arm works, the more tired it's going to get, and the less you'll be able to scratch. I should note as well that the crab can be applied to flares. Now, flares is a more advanced scratch that you may not be into just yet, but flaring is starting with the fader open. To apply the scratch here, we basically tap off quickly and then provide the 3 fingers to an open fader. This will actually create 4 sounds. The advantage of the flare is that it actually creates 1 extra sound because you start with the fader open. Watch how this sounds. That actually creates more sound. That's even a bit more impressive, but it's a little harder to control because you've got to tap your thumb off at the right time. Advanced scratchers only. And I should also note that fitting a crab scratch into your scratch combos is a little harder than most other scratches because it requires a different start position with your hand than most of the other ones where you've got your index or your middle finger on the fader. You've got to kind of sneak that ring finger in there. So find scratches that it works with and figure out some combos in your spare time. This is Skratch Bassett. You've been watching Skratch School. Make sure you head over to SkratchSchool.com for more lessons, and thank you for tuning in. Peace.
Skratch Bassett.